All right. What is going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Paid to Drive and Paid to Drive Vlogs, day number 1272, coming at you. Hope you're all doing well out there. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome first and foremost. Everybody leave a comment saying hashtag first timer. But if you've been here before, leave a comment saying hashtag before. And of course, if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that red subscribe button down below and turn on all notifications with the little bell to the right if you drive for apps like GrubHub, DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats, or any of the others. And of course, let's see if we can get 200 thumbs up down below. Comment 111 if you hit the like, and let's jump into this. So, this article will be linked down below, and if it's not, leave a comment and I'll put it. 5 big reasons the delivery boom may soon go bust. Okay, and this was sent in by Buddha-san, so thank you to Buddha-san for this. When lockdown restrictions forced the closure of dining rooms around the country, it seemed like a gold rush for big delivery. The collection of app-based delivery services like DoorDash, GrubHub, Seamless, and others that act as third parties to connect hungry users with restaurants. Restaurant owners desperate for revenue had no choice but to turn to them. Customers stuck at home went from standing in line to ordering online. The act even took on something like a moral imperative, as customers were told delivery could save the industry. In reality, what looked like a delivery boom now seems more like a delivery bust in disguise. DoorDash and GrubHub both owned up to losing $155.9 million and $145 million, respectively, last year. And it seems very likely things won't get better, short of a total ghost kitchen takeover. Here's why. Growth probably isn't as big as it seems. Last year, the major delivery platforms experienced major growth. Uber Eats reported its restaurant base grew by 75%, while DoorDash increased revenue by 241% during 2020. However, according to a new study published by Daniel Min McCarthy and Elliot Shin Oblander, an assistant professor of marketing at Emory and a PhD student at Columbia Business School, respectively, the gains the industry experienced last year can be attributed mostly to a substitution away from dine-in behavior. And contrary to what reps from delivery companies have argued about user growth, they're mostly splitting, not increasing. Customers with restaurants, with users signing up for multiple services instead of unique customers. So far, guys, I gotta say, this is definitely a little alarming. According to McCarthy and Oblander, who looked at credit card geolocation and restaurant data collected from Earnest Research, Yipit Data, and SafeGraph, the pandemic created an estimated $19.3 billion in revenue for delivery companies. This accounted for roughly 70% of growth. As the Wall Street Journal noted, while sales did grow by 122% last year, if the pandemic hadn't kept people from dining in restaurants, the number would have been just 38%. Furthermore, McCarthy and Oblander write, the growth in the past year represented a U-turn. Pre-pandemic, customer acquisition was falling, as was order frequency, and growth was stalling. It stands to reason, then, that as diners are allowed to return to restaurants without restrictions, sales may drop sharply. On the delivery platforms, McCarthy and Oblander believe the growth experienced by the platforms in 2020 is not going to last. We just kind of imagine it would be what we just saw last year, but in reverse, McCarthy says. Still, the authors offer to caveat that delivery companies may benefit from some behavioral changes, including an increase in both long-term remote work and consumers who have gotten used to ordering delivery. I think that there's a segment of people who had never tried delivery before that now have been exposed, so you kind of pulled forward some of that demand, McCarthy says, before cautioning that delivery is not going to be viewed as some sort of a patriotic service to the country or something when we return to business as usual. Regulators are eyeing the service's most controversial tactic. For years, restaurant owners have complained about the apps listing their businesses without consent, creating fake websites that appear to be run by the businesses, and other practices critics have called predatory. Doing something about these practices may feel like a hopeless task, as just four companies, Civil Eats reported last year, control nearly the entire market. There may be some momentum nationwide to tackle these practices, which are now illegal in California as of January and may soon be illegal in Illinois, where State Senator Melinda Bush introduced the Fair Food Delivery Act, which would make these practices illegal and fine the companies over $1,000 per violation per violation per day. It would also allow restaurants to recover damages. The bill passed through the state Senate and is awaiting a vote in the House, while similar bills have been introduced in Rhode Island and New York. Listing businesses without consent has been critical to the platform's expansion, and these practices are one way the companies drive up sales. GrubHub alone made 23,000 websites that appear to be operated by restaurant owners and listed alternative phone numbers that were created by GrubHub. Anytime a call is made to one of those numbers, even if it's just to ask a question about dine-in service, GrubHub gets a commission. Now, I'm not sure if a lot of you guys knew about this or not, but this is a really major issue. I don't know if you guys remember a lot of these problems, but let's face it, you know, the gig economy has been bittersweet. I think we can all agree with that, okay? It's been bittersweet, mainly for the fact that you guys know you can make your own hours, you know, you can kind of, you know, work at your leisure. You get to call the shots on which orders you accept and all that stuff. But, you know, on the downside, look how much money these companies are losing. Anybody who tells you these companies are doing great, they don't really know the full story, okay? It's very sad. It's very disheartening just to see, you know, where things started so many years ago and now where it has ended up. It's tough, man. It's definitely a very tough situation to watch unfold, you know. And anyway, I also want to mention that if you guys ever want to send me anything to read for an email or just have a question, make sure to send it to PaidToDriveStories@gmail.com. Please do not send messages over Facebook, because I am not responding to Facebook messages anymore, just because I have like thousands of messages on there and it just got to be too much. It's just easier to put it all in one place. So PaidToDriveStories@gmail.com is the best place to reach me. And of course, guys, definitely, you know, make sure to check out our Patreon over at patreon.com/PaidToDrive if you guys want to sign up. The link is in the description down below and in the pinned top comment. I'm going to shout out everybody who's on here. So anyone who signs up, you get shout outs and all that good stuff. So when you hear your name called, say, "Hey, Pete, I heard my name." We got Brian Pomeroy, Brian Richardson, Heidi Barnes, Kurt Paul, Serena Siddiqui, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Hanor, Fernando Carranza, Frank Haviland, Fresh One, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Katie Coppin, Lulu Laura, Natalie Mosley, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, T. Breeze, Ginny Thomas, Matt Epperson, Nick G., Terrence Pacheco, and Valerie Brown. Huge shout out to them. Really, really appreciate that. Yeah, make sure to sign up down below if you haven't done that yet, and all that good stuff. And of course, everybody, you know what I'm going to say next. Make sure to download the Get Upside Gas app. Very important that you guys download that. It's a great app to save money on gas. Gas prices have been going up, so make sure to use it. Links in the description down below. All you do is you pump your gas, you print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside Gas app, and within 48 hours or so, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is pretty fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Links in the description. And of course, everybody, check out PaidToDriveStore.com for t-shirts, hoodies, and goodies. PaidToDriveStore.com. Everything's on sale. And I don't know, that's basically all I got. If you guys subscribe with all notifications on, hit that like button, and until next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling, and we'll see you all next time right here on Paid to Drive and Paid to Drive Vlogs. Enjoy your day. Tell me what you're doing. Are you spending time with friends and family? Are you working? Let me know. And that's all I got for you. I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Peace.